Well, we need to talk about cardiovascular disease today. And everything you've learned about cardiovascular disease in the 20th and 21st century has been a lie. Okay, it's all failed medical theories. There's thousands of failed medical theories every century for thousands of years. And guess what? The 20th century and 21st century are no different. Let's look at cardiovascular disease. Of course, the medical system blames saturated fat and cholesterol for every disease you can think of in the cardiovascular system. And really, what I want you to do is get a hold of the books Epigenetics, The Death of the Genetic Theory of Disease Transmission, the book Rare Earths Forbidden Cures, and the book Dead Doctors Don't Lie, and I'll lay all this out for you. But what we want to do is look at the culture on Earth that has the fewest cardiovascular events, no heart attacks of any kind, no vascular disease of any kind, no strokes of any kind, and their cholesterol run from 350 to 500. They have 98% of their traditional diet above the Arctic Circle, the Inuit Eskimos, is red meat and saturated fat. They eat nothing but whale meat and whale blubber and walrus meat and walrus blubber and seal meat and seal blubber and bear meat and bear fat, no vegetables, no fruit, no nuts, no whole grains. And again, their cholesterol is run from 350 to 500. So there's been dozens of articles written, surveys of these people. Gosh, you got to be over 50 years. And everybody in the medical system looks at this as some kind of weird thing, because when they come south of the Arctic Circle, the Inuit Eskimos die in their 50s and 60s and 70s like everybody else from cardiovascular disease. But they go up above the Arctic Circle, and they have their cholesterol at 350 to 500. They don't get cardiovascular disease. What's going on here? Well, we've known for 300 years that congestive heart failure, the most common cause of heart death in adults in the industrialized world, is caused by a deficiency of a single vitamin. It was discovered by a Japanese naval surgeon. Cardiomyopathy heart disease, cause of sudden heart death in people who do hard physical work and athletes. And personally, this one, I've done 1,700 autopsies on kids under the age of 10 that have this disease, published in English and Chinese. It's caused by deficiency of a single mineral. Coronary artery disease, where you get obstructed coronary arteries. Now, these are caused by inflammation. And the artery walls respond by giving scar tissue and begin to fill up the coronary arteries. It has nothing to do with cholesterol. And then, of course, there's thromboses, coronary thrombosis, where you get a blood clot in a coronary artery. There's thrombotic stroke, where you get a blood clot in a brain artery. And then there's these things are actually caused by a deficiency of omega-3s or a ratio problem between omega-3s, 6s, and 9s. That's one of my 8 lawsuits against the FDA and federal court, and I prevailed. And I can say legally, without getting thrown in jail, my business taken away, by saying you can prevent thrombotic stroke, you can prevent thrombotic coronary artery disease by supplementing with omega-3s. Okay, because none of these heart diseases, none of these vascular diseases are caused by cholesterol. What about aneurysms? That's caused by a simple mineral deficiency. Okay. What about varicose veins and hemorrhoids and spider veins? That's caused by a deficiency of a single mineral. And so, gosh, how did this all go wrong? Well, it went wrong starting in 1901 when the German Navy went to a chemist in Germany by the name of Wilhelm Norm and said, look, we need a synthetic submarine diesel engine lubricant. And he was able to successfully make one. It took him about 4 years. And by 1914, he had sold his patent on that to a British soap manufacturer because he wasn't making hardly any money. So he sold that to a British soap manufacturing company. They couldn't sell soap because everybody's making their own soap. So Procter & Gamble bought the formula. And they couldn't sell soap either because everybody's making soap. I was making soap with my grandmother in the 40s. And so they couldn't sell it. And so they decided, through a guy by the name of Ansel Keys, who's on the board of Procter & Gamble. He was also on the board of a new fledgling professional organization called the American Heart Association, and he convinced the Procter & Gamble to sell this diesel submarine engine lubricant as a food, as a replacement for lard and cream and butter. And he got Procter & Gamble to give the American Heart Association $1.7 million, which is a lot of money back then, to endorse this new product, this new food product. It was a shortening that was going to replace lard and cream and butter for cooking, called Crisco. And they gave the American Heart Association $1.7 million without any science. The American Heart Association actually endorsed Crisco as a healthier way to eat. Well, to make a long story short, because of all the demonizing of cholesterol and saturated fat, of course, the pharmaceutical industry came out with statin drugs, lower cholesterol. And the FDA in February of 2012, actually sent an email to all the doctors in America, said, look, stop writing prescriptions for statin drugs. They named them Mevacor, Zocor, Lipitor, and others. Stop writing these prescriptions for statin drugs, lower cholesterol, and stop putting people, your patients, on cholesterol-restricted diets because it increases the risk of type 2 diabetes by 52% and Alzheimer's disease by 100%. Okay, then in June of 2012, Science News said, good cholesterol, not so beneficial. Uh-oh, trouble in River City. And then, of course, the subtitle of that was the HDL, the high-density lipoprotein, is a good cholesterol. High levels of that, even 100% of your total cholesterol being HDL, won't reduce the risk of heart attacks, and you know why? Because none of them are caused by cholesterol. Get a hold of the books, Epigenetics, The Death of Genetic Disease Transmission, the book Rare Earth Spin Cures, and the book Dead Doctors Don't Lie, and learn how you can save yourself from all these cardiovascular diseases simply by supplementing with the 90 essential nutrients, 16 minerals, 16 vitamins, 12 amino acids, 3 essential fatty acids, and none of it's genetic, and none of it is caused by cholesterol, saturated fat. Whoa, what a revelation. Well, we'll be back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie for these messages.
When those aches and pains in your knees, elbows, hands, shoulders, and back crop up, reach for Youngevity's CM Cream. Put CM Cream on a Q-tip and put it in your ear canal for relief from headaches and sinus pressure. A topical temporary relief from minor aches and pains of muscles and joints associated with arthritis, strains, sprains, and simple backaches. Why take aspirin or non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs that can cause stomach bleeding and liver damage? Just apply CM Cream liberally to the affected areas, and within 20 minutes or so, you'll have relief from those nagging minor aches and pains. You'll feel better for up to 4 to 5 hours. So the next time you have achy joints or muscles, do what I do. Reach for CM Cream for relief. And for systemic relief, reach for CM Plus capsules. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
In recent years, several studies have discovered the healthy benefits of drinking coffee. Youngevity has now taken it a step further with an entire product line of healthy coffees from Youngevity's JavaFit line of top-shelf gourmet coffees. All JavaFit coffees are made from 100% premium, hand-selected Arabica coffee beans grown in the finest regions of Latin America, all carefully roasted, creating a delicious, rich, full-bodied flavor. If you're looking to lose weight, try JavaFit Diet Plus 62, a high-energy, gourmet coffee fortified with a blend of nutrients such as gambosia, citrus, and an extra shot of caffeine to pump up energy and help achieve a healthy weight. Unlike most diet drinks, you won't taste a difference. But for this to work, you can't load your coffee with cream and sugar. Contact your local Youngevity distributor to get Javalution coffees. And don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity.
Okay, Doug, what pearls of wisdom do you have for us?
Well, I thought I saw this one, and my immediate first thought was, wow, what lengths people will go to get grant money to do studies. Headline of this Fox News story reads, Why Diets Fail. Your feelings may dictate food choices. Say one reason why dieting is hard is people make plans to change what they eat based off what they think rather than how they feel. According to this new study, researchers found people in the study generally made plans based on their thoughts, but these diet plans fell apart when the participants actually got hungry because their feelings took over and drove their food choices. This was all published in the Journal of Health Psychology, and the co-author here, Mari Kvitny, Associate Professor of Community Health and Health Behavior at the University of Buffalo Public School of Health and Health Professions. And they said it shows that people's feelings don't seem to be involved in planning their changing their behaviors, but they are very much involved when it comes to the actual behavior, such as deciding what to eat at a meal or what to order at a restaurant. The researchers found that people's feelings are very central piece in predicting their actual diet. Unlike thoughts, feelings happen automatically and get involved when someone is doing an actual behavior. And according to this researcher, says feelings don't require in-depth thinking and self-control. It creates a problem when people make plans to change their eating behaviors based on their thoughts alone and do not take their feelings about foods into account. They say this disconnect may explain why a great many people that plan to lose weight don't actually execute the plan because a good chunk of the population say they are dieting, and the estimates that about 60% of Americans are either overweight or obese. And what they did was they asked men and women about their thoughts about eating specific foods such as carrots or pizza, and categories of foods such as high-fat foods and fruits and vegetables. To measure the influence of feelings, they asked people to rate foods on a scale with words representing positive or negative feelings. For example, people were given the statement, "When I think about eating pizza, I feel," and they could choose happy, sad, or delighted. Used a similar question rating system to measure thoughts such as, "When I think of eating carrots, I think of it as useful, beneficial, worthless," and also asked people about their current eating habits and if they had plans to change those habits. Results from both experiments showed that factors that guide diet planning differ from the actual behavior. And they go on to say thoughts that drive the plans to change eating, but the momentary feelings such as desire for tasty, high-calorie food or negative association with food affect the people's actual food choices. So there you go. Pica and Cribbing, it's all about how you feel.
Yeah. Well, again, I urge people to get a hold of that book, Rare Earths Bin Cures, and the book Hell's Kitchen when it comes to pica and cribbing, as you point out. And of course, this is a behavior that's driven by nutritional deficiencies, particularly mineral deficiencies, that cause people to be overweight and obese. And, the theory that people eat too much and they don't do enough exercise while they're obese is absolutely another one of those failed medical theories in the 20th and 21st century. People gain weight because they are nutritionally deficient, particularly minerally deficient. Again, the book Rare Earths Bin Cures and the book Hell's Kitchen will go into great detail for you. And, I have collected stuff, all the weird things that pregnant women and kids eat when they're minerally deficient, everything from light bulbs. A little girl by the name of Natalie Hayhurst in Terre Haute, Indiana, was eating light bulbs at 3 years of age. And then there was this pregnant lady from Brazil. She was eating the sand out of the bottom of the parrot cage with the parrot poop and the sand and bath sponges. Wow, that doesn't sound like warm, cozy feelings to me. Okay, it's really weird stuff, and it's driven by really serious mineral deficiencies. Okay, well, thank you, Doug, for bringing that up. It just shows you how kooky these people are and why America is the #1 obese nation in the world. Yee! We'll be back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach today, call us on the priority line 831-685-1080, toll free 888-379-2552. Fish has been thought of as a brain food for eons, but it's not the fish that's key. It's actually the essential fatty acids, EFAs, or omega-3s found in fish, called essential because they're necessary for good health and your body can't make them. So they must be consumed through diet or supplementation. Youngevity has developed the perfect supplement in SmartFX, an acronym for Sustained Memory and Retrieval Time, a concentration of DHA and EPA, both members of the omega-3 family, supporting neural path function and cardiovascular health for optimal mental concentration, awareness, focus, and agility. If you've got a mentally demanding career, you're a student crunching for the big test, or just want to maintain health for a sense of well-being, try SmartFX from Youngevity. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Through his research as a veterinarian, Dr. Joel Wallach discovered that most health problems afflicting livestock can be prevented and even reversed. Many of these same health challenges also occur in humans. These too can be prevented and reversed. Doc's original formula, called the Pig Arthritis Formula, alleviated all arthritis symptoms in animals. The same basic formula has been developed for humans, called the Pig Pack, which includes plant-derived minerals, a multiple vitamin complex, glucogel, and EFAs. Add to that Youngevity's OsteoFX Plus, a proprietary blend of liquid calcium, magnesium, and glucosamine. Now you have the Pig Pack Plus to make up the 90 essential nutrients Dr. Wallach has identified as necessary for sustained good health and longevity. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Well, let's head to Minneapolis, Minnesota, and Marlene, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Oh, Marlene, you're on the air.
Hi, Dr. Wallach.
Hi, how can we
I
help
had the
you?
privilege of meeting you in Monticello last September, and I said we could be Irish twins because we're less than a year apart.
All right.
I have a congenital heart condition, pulmonary stenosis, that has progressed from 2009 testing. It showed moderate. It now has progressed to severe. And they want me to take, even though I'm allergic to aspirin, they prescribed a baby aspirin, the cardiologist did, and then a beta blocker. And I'm very nervous about taking a beta blocker because I react so strongly to medications. I will be seeing a congenital cardiologist in June.
Okay, well, let's stop there for a minute.
To...
You're jumping over things here for me. I need to know, there's 75 different congenital heart problems. And which one do you have?
It's called pulmonary stenosis.
Okay, so the pulmonary artery is narrower than normal.
Yes, that's right.
Okay. So the blood flow going to the lungs is reduced, and the right ventricle of your heart is enlarged. Correct. Okay. Do you have any other issues? Do you have high blood pressure? Do you have diabetes? Do you have arthritis?
Actually, especially since I've been on the nutritional program, I'm healthier than I've ever been. They were quite surprised that I'm not short of breath, but no.
Okay.
But I have been having palpitations.
Okay, so just back up a minute. Okay, palpitations. Do you have a back problem?
The sciatic. My sciatic nerve, but I boosted up my osteo, and that's getting better.
Yeah. Okay. Now the reason why I asked that, Shar, what's the connection between a back problem and heart palpitations?
The discs get too close together because the cartilage goes away, and then the discs are too close together, and they squeeze the nerve going through your backbone or through your back into your heart.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The spinal nerves, as Shar says, the spinal nerves coming out from between T1, 2, 3, and 4, thoracic vertebrae 1, 2, 3, and 4, begin to degenerate, and they get narrower, and the vertebrae get closer together and squeeze the roots of these spinal nerves, which control the rate and rhythm of the heart. And it can start out with palpitations, irregular rhythms. It can actually go to tachycardia, which is a fast heart rate, or bradycardia, which is a slow heart rate. And all this is caused by squeezing of those nerves. And it's not constant, but it usually gets set off by bending over, twisting around, getting up on your toes to reach something at the top of a shelf, reaching behind you, and all that kind of stuff. And so that's what I would guess that is, and Shar was quite correct. And, okay, how much do you weigh here, Marlene?
145.
145 pounds. All right. So what would you do for Marlene? She's already taken some products and obviously doing well. Hang on, Marlene. We'll come back, and Shar and I will give you kind of maybe a little update on your program. But the fact that they're seeing you clinically doing well, that's very good. They're kind of shocked, I'm sure. Well, we'll be back with more Truth, Justice, and the Youngevity Way on Dead Doctors Don't Lie for these messages.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
Hi, this is Dr. Joel Wallach, your host of Dead Doctors Don't Lie. If you're interested in a colon cleanse, blood cleanse, liver cleanse, in the classical herbal way, you want to ask your Youngevity associate for Herbal Rainforest. Herbal Rainforest has 16 herbs, 16 cleansing herbs, classic cleansing herbs, and 77 plant minerals. That's right, and these are all organic. It doesn't get any better than that. In your busy day, and you're around all these toxins out there in your workplace, on the way home, going to work, in your food, in the air, in the water, you need Herbal Rainforest. I guarantee you, it will give you a cleanse. You can control the dose. It's a liquid. It tastes good. It doesn't get any better than this. A colon that's happy makes you happy. Nothing better than a happy colon. Herbal Rainforest. Clean it out.
For more information on this product or others you've heard about on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program, call your local Youngevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Greetings, everyone. Judy DeVilbus here. What do you think of when you hear the words tangy tangerine? Well, I think of like a sweet, tangy tasting something. Well, what I'm referring to is the Ultimate Tangy Tangerine. It's a fantastic product. It has everything you need, and a great benefit is it's very, very delicious. It's very easy to drink. I've suggested it even to youngsters. Even children like it. Even little guys. Even little girls. They come right into my office. Their parents can't get them to take those chewables, and besides that, they're not as good as Tangy Tangerine. And I give them a little taste of that, and you know something? They're pleased as punch. So, if it's good for a child and it tastes delicious, why not you? There's no excuse not to take a vitamin when it tastes as good as that does. So how about it? Tangy Tangerine should be the answer to all of your nutritional program problems.
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities.
All right, Doug, let's go right back to Minnesota and Marlene. And Shar, she's 145 pounds. The odds are she has atrial fibrillation here, which is causing this palpitations and degenerative disc disease between T1, 2, 3, and 4. She has sciatica down her legs, peripheral neuropathies from her lumbar vertebrae. And she has pulmonary stenosis, which means that the inside diameter of her pulmonary artery going from her right ventricle to her lungs is smaller than normal, causing the right side of her heart to enlarge. Okay, and so what would you give her for 145 pounds for all this stuff?
Well, if she's taking stuff, I would add the glucogel and I'd add the Ultimate Daily.
Very good, perfect. Okay, even though she only weighs 145 pounds, I would give her 2 of the healthy brain and heart packs per month, so she can have 3 of those selenium with the extra copper and so forth in there. 3 selenium twice a day, a full dose for everything else twice a day. And then, as you point out, there are 2 bottles of the glucogel, so she can have 15 of those a day, 5 at breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And this is to support and promote maintenance repair of the cartilage, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, disc between the vertebrae, T1, 2, 3, and 4, and L, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, lumbar vertebrae, thoracic vertebrae. And the Ultimate Daily tablets, as you say, to help support healthy blood pressure as well as support healthy blood flow through obstructed arteries. Okay, Marlene, give us a call after you get this another examination. Before you decide what you're going to do, give us all the data, and we'll give you some suggestions. You make up your mind. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to Toronto, Canada. And Keith, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Well, Keith, you're on the air. Hello, Keith. Oops.
Okay, let's head on to Arizona. And Brittany, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Brittany, you're on the air.
I'm here.
Hi.
Hi.
How can we help you? You're on the air.
Oh, sorry. Okay, my question is, my allergist says I'm sensitive/allergic to 40 different kinds of foods, wheat not being one of them. My question is skin testing for food allergies accurate, and should I stay away from these foods I tested positive to forever?
Okay, well, first of all, when you have a gluten intolerance, it has nothing to do with wheat allergy. I'll give your doctor the benefit of the doubt and just assume he or she is ignorant, okay, and not a crook. Because gluten intolerance has nothing to do with wheat allergies. So for them to say, oh, you don't have a wheat allergy, go ahead and eat all the wheat you want, is going to be a very big negative for you. You're going to have to avoid wheat, barley, rye, and oats. No matter how you get around it, you're going to have to avoid wheat, barley, rye, and oats for the rest of your life. Some food allergies will go away with the consumption of enzymes. Like we have an enzyme, a great product which acidifies your stomach called Ultimate Enzymes. And the reason why you need to acidify your stomach environment is because the enzyme pepsin won't work without acid environment. You break down the proteins to amino acids. People are only allergic to proteins, not amino acids. Okay, so I'd add the Ultimate Enzymes, one or two of those for each meal with a couple ounces of water, and then call us back.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
I am Judy DeVilbus. Here I am speaking to you again. I just wanted to tell you that recently I started drinking the Whey Shakes again, the chocolate Whey Shake. And you need to remember, the Whey Shake isn't just for losing weight. It's a fantastic place to get your great protein. And if you're trying to gain weight, you can take it along with your meals. And the best part is, if you want to just have a great protein shake, do like I do. Put it over ice, stir it up, and you can sip on it for 20 minutes to an hour. I do it every single day. I absolutely love it. You need to get back to it too. It's really good for you. And it makes not fat, but it makes muscle after you work out. And you can also mix it up in a blender with an egg, and you have the most incredible health protein shake. Or mix it with a little water, stir it up, and you have a little pudding. And who doesn't like pudding?
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities. All right, let's head to Southern California. And Brother Webb, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Brother Webb. You're on the air. Hello, Brother Webb. Uh-oh.
Going once, going twice. Let's move on to North Carolina. And Desiree, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hi, Desiree. Yeah, this is Dr. Wallach. You're on the air.
Hi, Dr. Wallach. My husband and my father are both diabetics. I'm relaying the message for her, and they're about to lose their eyesight. Is that correct, Desiree?
Okay, well, let's stop there for a minute. Let's stop there for a minute. I don't know if you're on a speakerphone or what, but you're not very clear here. The volume is good, but you're not clear. You said your husband and your father are both diabetic. Are they both type 2 diabetics?
1 second. Desiree, are they type 2 diabetic? Yes, they are type 2 diabetic.
Okay, what does your husband weigh?
How much does your husband weigh, Desiree?
Are they bigger than you or smaller than you?
138 pounds.
Okay. Your husband weighs 138 pounds. What does your father weigh?
And how much does your father weigh? His weight.
Okay. Here's what we're going to do. Shar, what would you do for 2 adult men who have type 2 diabetes? What would be, and just give them the dosage per 100 pounds of body weight, and let's let them figure it out so we can move on. What would you give them for type 2 diabetes and give it to them per 100 pounds of body weight?
They would take 1 healthy blood sugar pack per 100 pounds of body weight every month.
Okay, very good. And, of course, let's say the person weighs 150 pounds to 200 pounds. They give them 2 healthy blood sugar packs. If they weigh 120 pounds, be 1 healthy blood sugar pack. And then what you do is you have them take their fasting blood sugar every morning before you medicate them, and they will, of course, as their blood sugar drops, they or their caregiver knows how to reduce the medication based on doctor's instructions as their blood sugar drops. When they get their blood sugar below 100 for 8 to 10 days in a row without medication, they're an ex-diabetic. They do still have to stay on the healthy blood sugar packs appropriate for their body weight, because next week, next month, next year, 5 years from now, 20 years from now, there still will be none of the minerals in the soil and the food that prevent type 2 diabetes. Type 2 diabetes is not a genetically transmitted disease. It's a simple mineral deficiency. We've known that for 70 years. And type 2 diabetes is very easy to prevent and very easy to support healthy blood sugar, to support and promote healthy sugar, carbohydrate, and fat metabolism at the cellular level. Okay, when you get your information together, give us a call. Let us know what their blood sugars are, how much they weigh, and how the healthy blood sugar pack worked for them. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to Florida. And Andrew, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Well, Andrew, you're on the air.
Yes, Dr. Wallach, I'm having an issue with my kidneys. I heard you on Benny Hinn's program talk about a product, and you mentioned something called the secret sauce.
Yes.
I can't find anybody to tell me what that is.
Well, it wouldn't be a secret if everybody could tell you what it is, okay? So, first of all, are you on dialysis?
No, I'm not.
Okay, well, do you know what your creatinine levels are?
It was 3.7.
Okay, that's a little high. That's kind of approaching the danger zone. It's supposed to be 0.9 or 0.85. So anything above 1 is beginning to get interesting. 3 is at the point where they're going to start talking about dialysis. You get up to 5, they're going to put you on dialysis and start looking for kidneys, okay? How much do you weigh, Andrew?
Right now, 208.
Okay. And how tall are you, sir?
5'11".
Okay. And do you have any other issues, diabetes, arthritis, anything like that?
Yes, I do. And back in 2012, I had open heart surgery. And seems since that time, I have trouble keeping food down.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm sorry. You said yes. You're saying yes to diabetes, or?
Yes, type 2.
Okay, so you have type 2 diabetes. All right. Okay, Shar, this is a Shar thing. What would you do for Andrew he's got type 2 diabetes, he weighs 208 pounds, and he has early stages of kidney failure?
He needs 2 healthy blood sugar packs, and then he needs Ultimate Daily to add to that for the kidney problem.
Okay, yep, very good, because as you know, Shar, when you have kidney failure, there's usually nothing wrong with the kidney. It's just that the arteries, the little afferent arteries, 10,000 times smaller than the diameter of your hair, that carry the dirty blood into the filtering units are plugged. And so the reason why the kidney can't filter the blood is because it's not getting the blood to filter. And so, again, you're exactly right. I'd give Andrew the 2 of the healthy blood sugar packs per month, a full dose of everything twice a day, including the sweeties, 3 at breakfast, 3 at dinner. Check the fasting blood sugar. And as the blood sugar levels drop, less and less medication, whether it's injectable insulin or pills. If it's type 2 diabetes, you should, within less than 2 months, 2 weeks, 2 months, should be able to wean down or seriously or off your medication. And then, of course, the Ultimate Daily tablets. I'd go for 3 of those twice a day, 1 bottle a month, and they're designed to support and promote healthy blood pressure and to support and promote healthy blood flow through obstructed arteries. and give us a call every time they do creatinine levels on you. Let us know your blood sugar levels and your weight and so forth, and give us a call every couple of weeks, and certainly call us every time you get the creatinine levels taken, and we'll be able to help you walk through this. Okay, Doug, we got time to start another one?
Yeah, we sure do. Let's head to Tennessee, and Dawn, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Dawn, you're on the air.
Hi there.
Hi, how can we help you?
Yeah, I'm working with, I'm a caregiver for a patient that has ALS. And we just got her out of the hospital, so she's not in the hospital anymore. She's on a trach, she's on a feeding tube. We switched her food because we found out that she was on something that was like Ensure, and switched her to a thing called Liquid Hope, which had a lot of great stuff in it. And then we also switched her to your plant-based minerals. When we got out of the hospital, we started studying more about what you were doing and listening to your programs, and found about the Immunomins. So we got the Immunomins, and now we're just trying to determine which EFAs I should be putting her on, and we're also going to be switching her to the Tangy Tangerine 2.0. And I wanted to find out if you feel that those are good things for us to be doing.
How much does she weigh?
She's at 116.
116?
Yeah.
Okay, and how old is she?
61.
I'm sorry, say again?
I think 61.
Oh, this is you?
No, hold on.
I don't want to know. I don't know what you want. How old you are, and what you weigh. I want to know what she weighs and how old she is.
She's 60.
Okay, 60 years old, 116 pounds. And did she have any other issues? Asthma, bronchitis, skin problems, diabetes, arthritis?
None of that.
Okay, ALS. Okay, ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, also Parkinson's disease, Huntington's disease, MS, they're all kind of the same cousins. It's just the same parts of the brain are affected. In some cases, like MS, they have additional lesions from free radical damage. And so what would you do to change the diet of this ALS patient, Shar, Lou Gehrig's disease patient? Remember Roger Kirkby. What would be the dietary changes you would add to and take away from him?
He needs lots of eggs and butter.
Okay, well, that's a good start, but we got to run to one of those message moments, so hang on. And we will be back with more Truth, Justice, and the Youngevity Way after these messages.
When you perspire, working or playing, your body is losing more than just water. That's why it tastes salty. But what you're sweating out is more than just salt and potassium, as some sports drinks will have you believe. One of the most well-known sports drinks only has 2 nutrients, and it's loaded with sugar. Some have a mineral or 2 with a couple of vitamins. Youngevity's exceptional sports drink, Rebound FX, is chock full of cancer-fighting antioxidants, a full spectrum of vitamins, plant-derived minerals, and herbs. Rebound FX is a highly absorbable liquid supplement that gives you quick, sustained energy. Rebound FX supports cardiovascular health, immune health, and boosts stamina and energy. Don't short yourself during and after your workout with just a couple of nutrients. Drink Youngevity's Rebound FX for optimal health. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
With increasing rates of osteoporosis, it's becoming more and more evident that most Americans have low blood levels of calcium. Some would say,
I get all the calcium I need from dairy products.
Unfortunately, that's just not true. Besides, most dairy products are homogenized and can contain steroids and antibiotics that kill off good bacteria in the digestive system. Not to mention, the human body needs magnesium to make use of dietary calcium. That's why Youngevity developed OsteoFX Plus, containing bioavailable plant-derived forms of vitamin D3, calcium, magnesium, zinc, copper, and glucosamine sulfate. OsteoFX Plus is formulated to support healthy bones and joints. Not to mention, OsteoFX Plus tastes great, unlike other products that taste like chalk or dirt. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity, 95 Crusade. And Doug, let's go right back to Tennessee and Dawn. And this patient she's caring for with ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, being fed through a feeding tube, a product that I'm not familiar with called Liquid Hope. I need you to read the label and find out if there's actually oil in there, because usually these liquid meal replacers are like 40, 50, 60% oil. And then things like whey protein and stuff like that added to it. And so you really have to, if it has these oils in it, you got to remove it. Can't have it. And so I would rather have her have our shake, which is called Slender FX. Make it with water. It's a weight loss thing. We don't want to do that. So you want to make it, put 4 eggs in there. I want her to have 2 doses a day of the Slender FX shake. Put 4 eggs in each time. It could be. It doesn't matter if it's vanilla or chocolate, because you can't taste it being put through a G tube or a food tube. And make it with either half and half or heavy whipping cream. Maintain her weight and energy. And you can put all the supplements, of course, in there. This twice a day. And Shar, what would you do for the ALS? You know, it's kind of a Parkinson's, Huntington's disease, MS relative. What would you give her as her basic supplement program for ALS?
Healthy Brain and Heart Pack.
Very good. One for 116 pounds. I give her one. Divide everything in half. Half a dose of everything at breakfast, half a dose during dinner time. And then I would also throw in the de-stress capsules, 3 of those twice a day. Open them up and put the powder in the shakes twice a day. And then I would also throw in the Smart FX, which is the raw materials for the brain to make neurotransmitters, and I'd have her take 3 of those twice a day. You can puncture those little soft gel capsules, squirt the liquid into the shakes, and it's imperative to keep all the oils away. But this will go very, very well. I'm very nervous about this Liquid Hope because I've never heard of it, and I'm concerned it does have the oil in it. Now, let us know how this lady does, and when you read the label, Dawn, give us a call and let us know what Liquid Hope is. I might try looking for it in the grocery store. Okay, let's see here, Doug. How much time we have?
You got about 2 minutes.
Okay, 2 minutes. Shar, I'm going to give you a little platform here because, gosh, this is going on the 25th year you've been working with me. You've seen an enormous amount of wonderful things happen. Every kind of disease the doctors say you can't fix, you can't cure, you can't do this, you can't do that, and we've seen remarkable results. What is the basic thread? What do you think is the reason why the medical system has failed us so badly?
Well, the bottom line is money, of course, and there's so much money in chemical prescription drugs, and they basically give money to the universities so they get to dictate the curriculum. The pharmaceutical companies do, so they train doctors to be legal drug pushers, and they don't train them in anything natural, and they poo-hoo it and make fun of it and make us look out, like we're all smoking something, and in reality, they're the ones, and people got to realize that everything was put here for us. It's all natural, and we can take care of ourselves very well without chemicals.
Yeah, you're exactly right. The way we have to deal with this medical system is to shun them. Use the old Bible way. When somebody does something in your community which offends you, don't do anything bad to them directly. Just shun them. Don't use their services. Don't socialize with them. Don't let them be members of your church and so forth. Just say, look, we're sorry. We're just not interested in what you do. We don't want you around us. And this will probably be the last time I will do any verbal communication with you. And so, have a great life, but not with us. And so you have to spend a little bit of energy and become a student of this information. And how did you learn all this stuff, Shar? I mean, we see each other maybe a couple of times a quarter. Every 3 months we'll see each other 3, 4, or 5 times. We put on trade shows and lectures and seminars and things. And what would you say is the best way to learn how to do the longevity business as a business?
Listen to your CDs and read your books. That's the very best way.
Do you think you've listened to the CDs 100 times?
Oh, at least, maybe more.
Okay. Thank you for your insight, Shar. And everybody, listen to what Shar says, because you, too, can actually become a very, very effective member of your community and save people, as Shar calls it, save them from the chop shop. Well, thank you very much, Shar. Super job as usual. Thank you so much, Doug and Richard. Superlative job as usual. God bless each and every one of you. God bless our troops. God bless our Navy SEALs. And God bless America.
Hi everyone, Andy Anderson here. Are you using those handy little bottles of gel that zap germs, bacteria, and other nasties? In today's world, that's smart, especially with all the filthy doorknobs, shopping carts, and handrails we touch every day. Here's what you may not know. Once the alcohol evaporates, goodbye effectiveness. No more protection until you use it again. PureWorks to the rescue. Our FDA-compliant foam, lotion, soap, and spray do not rely on alcohol. Their killing power lasts up to 4 hours. PureWorks disinfecting spray is EPA certified to kill swine flu, bird flu, MRSA, HIV, hepatitis B and C, and a whole host of viruses and bacteria. Mold and fungus too. It's even safe around children and pets. You'll love the soft feel of PureWorks on your hand. It actually conditions and will not dry your skin. Here's a little peace of mind knowing your hands are still germ-free hours later. Get your hands on PureWorks and get PureWorks on your hands. Stand by. Pull out your paper and pencil for your local number to order. PureWorks.